Kuralt's latest stop on the road to 76 is Missouri, land of Jesse James and Sarah Teasdale and Harry S. Truman. It has the Kansas City stockyards and the St. Louis blues and towns called Liberal and Reform and Joy and Romance. But for his bicentennial tour of America, Kuralt visited a place in Missouri that's the secret hometown for millions of Americans when they dream of carefree youth.
Huck Finn did this on a raft. For us, it was easier. 1 minute we were in Illinois. The next we were high above the river, not just any river, and crossing the state line, not just any state line, and seeing before us a small town, not just any town, the place a great man from here called a half-forgotten paradise. After all these years, he wrote, I can picture that old time to myself now, just as it was then. The great Mississippi rolling its mile-wide tide along, the white town drowsing in the sunshine of a summer's morning. The streets empty, or pretty nearly so. 1 or 2 clerks sitting in front of the stores on Water Street. Presently a drayman lifts up the cry, steamboat a-comin', and the scene changes. All in a twinkling, the dead town is alive and moving. Of course, the man who remembered all this was Mark Twain. And of course, the town is Hannibal, Missouri, which now delights during the steamy Tom Sawyer days of summer to honor its most famous son by whitewashing for the 1000th time that immortal fence.
And first to the boards, it looks like number 10, Ronnie Rickman of Madison, Wisconsin, and he is really a speedster. Second in command right now.
Our delight was to watch Stan Earhart, who is 8 years old, about the age of Tom Sawyer's brother Sid, pulling for his brother Steve, who is about the age of Tom Sawyer. It's a competition now, and neatness counts, but not much.
Steve Earhart of Hannibal, Missouri. Right now, the judges are judging the neatness of the work performed.
Steve, come on.
In truth, boyhood in Hannibal is not so much changed. Steve and Stan Earhart still attempt that most impossible of youthful achievements, to catch a tadpole in a creek without a bucket. Young Steve Earhart carries papers in the afternoon as young Sam Clemens did. And the paper he carries is the very one on which Mark Twain started out in life as a printer's devil. The summer air still is charged with dreams. And if Steve Earhart dreams not of becoming a pirate, but rather of becoming a cardinal, that is only a measure of a recent substitution of heroes. Lou Brock in for Blackbeard. Hannibal childhood has always been full of adventure. Ask the old men. Scott Meyer remembers.
The mothers never had to worry about where their sons were because 99 times out of 100 they were down at the river bathing, sometimes without benefit of adornment and sometimes with. If there was a bunch of women and girls and all come and watch us, anything like that, we might have to take a longer swim than we wanted to because we had to stay ducked.
Could you swim across the river?
Oh, yes. I've swum the river here. It's about 5/8 of a mile from here over to the island. And I've got a little granddaughter who swims it now. She's only 9 years old.
Get set. Go. And first to the boards is Steve Earhart. No?
Childhood in Hannibal is changed only by the ambitions of the times. Scott Meyer's granddaughter swims the river, which Becky Thatcher never did. Steve Earhart races to paint the fence Tom Sawyer schemed to avoid painting. But for kids then and now, the Missouri summer is warm, pastimes innocent, and victory sweet.
And your winner for 1975 from Hannibal, Steve Earhart.
Mark Twain's house still stands in Hannibal, its old windows shining in the sun. The house will never fall down, unless it is by weight of all the plaques affixed to it. And Tom and Huck will always walk together at the head of Main Street. Their Missouri town is neither northern nor southern, not an eastern town, surely, not western either. Hannibal is suspended in space and time, a place to be young in and never grow old, a place to splash through endless creeks in and never fall down, a place to run away from and to come back home to. Charles Kuralt, CBS News, on the road to 76 in Missouri.